this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort in Marina, Lake Taneycomo. Going to do one cast this evening. It is Friday, the 9th of January, and it's about 4 o'clock. No generation. They ran a couple of units this morning for 2 or 3 hours. And otherwise, the water's been off. Nobody up here fishing. I mentioned it yesterday. We've got a tournament tomorrow. But as far as I know, nobody will be up here in the trophy area fishing. It's all going to be down below Fall Creek. So this is, if you come, you're going to have the place to yourself almost. I'm going to fish the shallow side. There's not a lot of fish working right up on the bank, so I'm opted to fish a number, I think it's an 18. Red zebra with a chrome head, 7X tippet to a float, about 8 inches deep. I did tie on 7X, not sure why, but we're going to see. There are a few fish coming up and midging. Actually more out in the middle than up over on this side, but there are a few over here. So I'm going to stay over here for now. One just came up right there. Oh, that was, the wind's blowing right in my face, coming over these houses. So I'm having to keep pushing myself back over to the side. Nothing on the first cast. The ones I've seen midging are off the bank, kind of where my float is. If they were more up in the real shallow water, I would have thrown a thread midge. That was my plan, but there's really nothing up there working. Tell you what, I'm going out the middle. There's a whole lot more action out here than where I'm looking. Missed him. Ah. Uh-oh. Only saw one splash. Caught something. I caught the camera. Yeah, I did. I caught something back there and lost my fly. Doggone it. Okay, about to retie real quick. Yeah, I caught the seat. I'm gonna since I didn't get a bite real quick on that one, I'm gonna tie on a number 16 red, kind of condescent, and a black head. I lost all my 7X, so this is going to be a 6X tippet, which should be fine. Okay. All right. I do love this chop. It's just a little bit of a breeze and just a little bit of, just kind of a broken surface. So that makes the switch. I'm not seeing hardly anything coming up now. That's all right. It's going to blind cast. Ooh, it's a little ways away. He was kind of headed that direction. I'm going to leave it there. Sometimes when they come up and surface, you can tell what direction they're going. The guys I talked to This afternoon said fishing was really good yesterday, but very slow today. So we did have a 7-pound brown brought in, caught on a scud when the water was running. And they released it. All right, eat it. Well, boy, he just slowly pulled that under. No skunk. He did the same thing. It's like they're just coming up and tasting it. That's why I use a real small float. Big float, you might not see that bite. This one's a little big for lifting. He's been eating real good. Come on. Oop. I gotta. Okay, it's out. Now I eat it. I knew that was gonna happen. I was gonna get a bite. This is a little big, too big to lift. He's heavy. Oh, I set the hook a little too quick. It was a little quick too. They are not being aggressive at all. You just gotta be real patient when they bite like this. Oh, he just tried to eat my float. Ain't that midge. Well, got it about a foot below. He liked the looks of the float more than the midge. Man, they're just. I gotta let him take it a little bit, I think. It's like 3 in a row where they've just touched it. There. Yeah. Just can't get them too quick. Haha. They're all about the same size. Okay. Cool. Eat it. He's just. I don't know what they're doing. I'd love to have a camera down there to see what they're doing. He just barely pulled that float under the last time. The other bites look like they kind of hit it with their tail or something. Oh, I've said this before, but these rainbows do not sit still. They're just cruising around looking for bugs on the surface or below the surface, or pick up a scud off the bottom, whatever, but they're cruising. So theoretically, you could throw this out and just let it sit in one place, and they'll find it. That's kind of hard to do. Kind of feel like I need to move it every once in a while, just a new spot. They almost always are hooked in the nose, the upper mouth, out towards the edge. And that's just because that's the way they take the fly, and when I set the hook up, well, hadn't even swirled at my float again. I was hoping to get lucky to catch one of these big ones out here. They're all nice, solid fish, though. God, he won't stop. There you go. Looked at the float again. And again, I ought to put a dry on. Not eating the float, they're just swimming right up to it and refusing it. Another one looked at it. Oh, that was a nice one. A big old tail. Ooh. Starting to lose the chop. Had like 5 or 6 casts in a row where he's come up and looked at my float. So I'm going to move the fly closer to the float. See what happens. Now they can't miss the fly. I'm on a bar or something. My big motor's dragging. Ooh. He might be out of camera. Nice one. Ooh. Another one came up. Hmm. It's kind of hard to watch the indicator while there's so many fish rising. Well, this really slowed down. Again, float. Oh, he took the midge that time. Well, I usually do pretty good on a glass surface like this. They really slowed down. I think they're keying in on the dries. I can see them flying around. It's getting hard to see the float. Yeah. That fly is so close to the float, there's no way that it can't see it, but they're still coming up after the float. Oh, where's my float? There it is. All right, this is last cast. I mean, I'd love to stay out here. It's a great, oh, it's nice. So nice. But I'm gonna head in. Ooh, I gotta go after that one. You're not gonna run over my line, are you? Yep. Kinda. At least wave if you're gonna go by me like that. He had a jet. Pretty much go where he wants. Okay. Yeah, it died. Well, as soon as that chop went away, I don't know. I would love to stay and figure it out. I'm not going to. That was fun. Okay. I have to here comes somebody else. I have to text Nathan something. What's Brian's last name? Question mark. The guy who wrote the poem for the song. So I told you we had a treat for you. It is super cool. Brian, he left a comment on my YouTube channel last week, and it was a poem. It was pretty cool. And I sent it to Nathan. Nathan works for us. He's super creative. And he said that he was going to tweak it a little bit and do something with it. Next thing I know, he sends me a song. He put it in AI, and he actually sent me 4 versions. And we picked one, and we tweaked it a little bit more. And so this is the song that Brian, I think his name's Holcomb. Brian, he didn't text me back yet. He actually ties jigs for us. But super cool song. But it is AI. It's not sung by a real person, which is crazy. But it's pretty special. We're going to do it for the anniversary tomorrow. It's the anniversary, 11 years. But tomorrow's going to be a busy media day with all the pictures and stuff we're going to post for the tournament. So I think the plan is to post this by itself on Sunday. I think that's what he's planned. So here it is. Enjoy. I think you'll love it. See ya.
This Ryan at Lilley's Landing, January 10th. Doing a sculpin and ginger jig. It's one cast today.
Lilley's one cast is on the screen 7 days a week. Different anglers host the scene. Big trout is what they seek. By the dam or below Fall Creek, this is where they choose to fish. They'll be out there, rain or shine, to catch one as their wish. Bill will throw his favorite jig, and Darren cast a fly. Taylor tries a brand new nymph, and Rob does not know why. Blake will use most anything that's laying in the boat, and the tightest boys drift a worm underneath a float. It just takes one cast, only one cast. They say I'll just make one more cast, but then they get a bite. But Lucky Trout gets off the hook and disappears from sight. There's no quitting after that, we know that wouldn't fly. So just like every fisherman, they tell another lie. I'll just make one cast, just one more cast. This is my last cast. Oh, just one cast. I mean it this time. Just one more cast.